Those two ladies were sloppy as hell. This lady's fat as hell. And then this lady over here looks like I don't know what the hell. She got on fake as hell eyelashes to the right. Middle got on fake as hell eyelashes. Left one, I don't know.
Do you know Asian girls wear that too?
What's going on, y'all? Ground Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And today we're checking out It's Complicated. And the title of this video is You Think You're a 10? Rules of Modern Dating and Understanding Women is Complicated. So let's go and see what's going on here.
Who is better at self-improvement, men or women?
Who's better at self-improvement, men or women?
I think we're different at different areas of self-improvement.
Like what?
I would say women's better at self-improvement.
Cat.
How?
Because I think we're better at self-reflection.
I don't think so. I think men are better because they're not born with just looking good or anything like that, and they're just able to get a pass off of that.
Because I feel like when you run into an incident, women are always the one that think about what I did wrong, but men are always the one pointing finger and be like, no, it's all that.
I don't know about that. I think a lot of women don't like to admit when they're wrong. That's been my experience for the most part.
You deal with a lot of trashy women.
Yeah, you're right. You're correct.
Most of my friends are amazing. Let me know if you need an introduction.
Let's get it.
Women. Self-improvement, definitely women.
Okay, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10.
10s across the board. Oh, period.
Okay, isn't saying you're a 10 and
The next question is, what if we remove your makeup and your eyelashes?
That's a great question. What if we remove your makeup and eyelashes? What are you now?
admitting there's no room for improvement?
No, not at all.
Isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
You're right.
Yes. We were perfect. We just said
We
we
said
were
we're 10s.
That doesn't. You didn't say that being on the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being perfect.
Well,
Are these women idiots? What do you think? That's literally 10 is I'm thinking I'm perfect, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's get it. Let me know if you guys think they're idiots too.
well, what would be perfect then? On a scale of 1 to 10?
There is no perfect, really.
Isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
Yes, 100%.
So then why would you admit that you're a 10, which is perfect?
Because you should feel in your own way that you are perfect, because that's confidence.
because that's manifesting that you are a 10.
12.
Isn't saying you're a 12 admitting there's no room for improvement?
Ooh, you got me. No, that doesn't
The way she's holding onto the mic.
Yeah. She look like she's sucking on them things. The friends over here looking like a sped, man. But so far, everybody's not looking like they're very good at self-improvement right now. They're looking like they think they have nothing to. They look like they think they have nothing to improve. Like this lady's fat as hell. The lady before that, the white lady was slick, sloppy, both of them.
I feel like the two before them actually gave a good point. It's like
No, they gave a great point.
Right,
Was,
like
yeah.
you can know for a fact that you're not 10, but you can be like, talk yourself into thinking you're a 10, so you manifest it.
I don't know if you should think you're a 10, but I think you should think highly of yourself, but at the same time, you should be like, all right, man, I could improve this right here. I could do this. I could get a haircut every now and then. I could go get some better clothes and go to the gym, get in shape.
Yeah.
But they're obviously not feeling that way. And those two ladies were sloppy as hell. This lady's fat as hell. And then this lady over here looks like, I don't know what the hell. She just, she looks crisp and clean and her teeth are nice, but she's not that good looking to me.
No, they just don't have crazy makeup like the first one.
I
probably
guess.
just don't have makeup on.
Oh, makeup doesn't really do that much. I mean, it
does
a lot, but I mean, it's like
because you can wake up.
It doesn't count for your points to me. Yeah.
But it's like that's the thing, because people you see on Instagram, all those celebrities and influencers, they always have makeup on, or filter on, so they always look like energetic. Yeah. They don't have dark circle, but if they remove their makeup, they probably look tired as hell, and then they instantly have some points dropped. Yeah. So that's why I feel like it's kind of a pressure on women, because you feel like you need to look good because you look at all these pretty women on the internet and be like, wow, is this a beauty standard now? Is this how we're supposed to be? Right. If I'm going out to get coffee or grocery, am I supposed to look good?
Sure. Did I tell you that there was this one girl I was talking to on Instagram a while back? Yeah. And she had like 18K followers or something like that. And she looked, of course she looks good on Instagram. Yeah. And then I saw her in person and I was like,
did she look very different?
Yeah, she looked tired, like you said. Like just her body wasn't hit for nothing. Like everything, it was just like I just pretended to go to sleep.
So do you feel like it's better if women just post picture of their natural status on the internet, like on Instagram?
I think it would be. I think it would probably be the best bet because it's like you. I mean, if you're trying to attract dudes or whatever, I think that you're not giving some false advertisement.
And you know all those filters that are like trending are like the ones that make your eyes like this, make your nose like skinny and pointy, and make your face small.
Yeah.
It's like every single one. Look at that, and then you meet people in real life, their nose is big as hell.
I think a lot of, and the bad thing is a lot of women strictly take pictures with the filter on, which is like, bro, what are you saying?
That's why I feel like sometimes you see so many pretty men and women on the internet.
Yeah.
But then when you walk around in daily life, like you don't see those pretty beings. Like where they went, you know?
Yeah, everybody's regular out here, so that means you shouldn't be looking at Instagram and all that for your standards in here in these streets, ladies. And I guess men too, the folk be out here broke and scamming for the money. They're not really doing anything hard work.
That's true.
Yeah, let's get it.
Universal scale?
You gotta speak in the microphone.
Is it universal scale? We're talking about like 20, right? So like, there's always room for improvement. We just think highly of ourselves.
Yeah.
But
Since when's the universal scale been 20? Does anybody know about this universal scale of 20? I always thought it was 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
I've never, so yeah.
It's either 5 or 10.
Yeah, you're from China, so is there a 20 scale that you know of?
No, you could be if it's like a chemistry test. The teacher can be like 20 questions out of 20, 1.5.
So you think that she's thinking that advanced?
No. But the point, the point is, it clearly says on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
What's your point? And all these ladies are like 10.
Yeah.
And then be like, but there's room for improvement. But it's like 10 is the best score. Where's the room for improvement?
Yeah, what are you talking about, man? Let's get it.
there's always room for improvement. We just think highly of ourselves.
Well, isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
No, it just means there's just room to grow, right? Yes. There's room to grow. I didn't say we're perfect. We just said we think highly of ourselves.
Okay, but how highly is too highly?
There's not a limit. There's not a limit. There's not a limit. Too much. You know, there's not a level to where I think so highly of myself that it doesn't exist. Yeah. It's not there. I think.
Okay, I do admire their confidence. I feel like for people that are more like insecure about themselves, I feel like they need that energy.
Yeah.
They need to feel like I'm actually good, I'm really pretty, I'm smart, I'm attractive. They need that kind of mindset. But for people who are like,
I think a lot of women are insecure.
yes.
Yeah,
So
I think these women are actually very insecure, and
You
that's
think
kind of
so?
why. Yeah, like
They're
this
just
lady's
saying it?
fat as hell. You can't tell me she ain't insecure a little bit. You're fat as hell. You have to make yourself like that. You know how they say, if you keep lying enough, you'll believe the lie. This is what she's doing.
But see, this is so weird because I have friends that are insecure and then they're so pretty. I think they're so pretty and they're so talented, they're smart, they're making good money. But they just always feel like the guy wouldn't like them or pick them, you know? But like, and then to me, it's like you need to be more confident.
Right.
And she's like the polar opposite of these ladies.
Right.
So it's so weird how they just turn into the other route.
Yeah, it is weird. It is weird. Like you'll find those 1 or 2 that are like really actually good looking, but they're not confident. And then like you got fat as hell, kind of mid women looking like this, running around here like they'll make you look silly in front of everybody when you try to ask them nicely because you get their number or something.
But I do feel like if you are a confident person, you just get more charismatic compared
It's
to
like
people
a magnetic attraction kind of thing. Yeah, that's good.
I think everybody should think highly of themselves. You should too. All the way out in outer space. You should have the most confidence high in the sky.
What is more attractive to you? Somebody that's down to earth and doesn't take themselves too seriously, or somebody who walks around and thinks they're all that?
I like both. It's like a mixture of both. It is a mixture of both. You want someone who thinks highly of themselves, but also knows how to. Yeah.
Well, how can you be both? Aren't they contradictory?
It's very possible. Look at that one. Like, I think highly of myself, and I'm hella goofy and down to earth at the same time. And I'm single, so we know that we're not better than anybody else.
Okay, is it possible to improve without taking accountability?
No. Yeah, no. You have to be self-aware and accountable for
What's the last mistake you took accountability for?
The last mistake I took accountability for? Always being late.
Okay. Why is it often said that women are notoriously late?
Because it takes a long time to get to Like, we have so much to do. We have to, like, do our hair,
You shook your head. What do you feel?
I think this might be like an Asian culture thing. Like being punctual is so important to us because it shows you respect the other parties because they're waiting for you. Their time counts too.
Right.
So like you should always be on time.
Especially on like a first date or first few days and stuff like that. Imagine like that's really disrespectful.
Yeah. Also, like if you're hanging out with friends or even more serious, if it's like a business setting, right? You're meeting with your business partner. You should always be on time. Remember that one movie we watched?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The guy was like late to the.
Yeah, he got crushed.
Yeah, it's like no, like if you're late, that's like a very bad impression because it shows you are not responsible. You don't hold yourself accountable, and you don't appreciate or respect the other person's time. That's like a big deal.
What is the reason that it takes women so long to get ready? Is it because they did poor planning on time, or is it because there's really that many Batman gadgets to put on before they go out?
I think there are two main reasons.
Why?
The first one is poor planning. You always feel like, oh, maybe it'll just take me like 30 minutes to get ready, and then you start and be like, it's take longer. Okay. And the second thing is like, I feel like sometimes you think you're ready, right? And then you will be walking towards the door, and along the way, there will be like several distractions. You'll be like, oh, let me take the trash out. Oh, let me close this door.
That's stupid.
Let me unplug this. Oh, let me...
I was thinking of something more reasonable, like maybe you walked up and you felt a little bit not as confident in your outfit or something like that.
And you go back and change
it. That's one thing I was thinking, but you run around here.
Is that why you're late?
Nah,
is that why?
but you're running around here. Mine is the first thing. It's like I feel like I have more time than I really do. Because it's like, oh man, I just woke up early as hell. Goddamn,
yeah, like whenever Grind tells me like he's gonna be here like 5:30, I'll add an hour. Be like, oh, he's gonna be here by 6:30, and when he shows up at 6, I'd be like, oh, you're early.
Because we don't have. There's not like a real time constraint on it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not like we're actually like, oh man, we set up the time. We're gonna start work at 7 a.m. Then we're gonna come back and eat at 10 a.m. And then we're gonna come back and then again. And we're not doing that. So it's like I don't look at it as that. But I think that if you do want to be more productive with your time, I think that you should start to look at even the smaller things like that, because that smaller thing will trickle on to the real thing. Like now you wanted to work out, but that shit took too long because you took too long, and now you can't work out, or you wanted to go get this other thing done that was going to possibly progress you in the future. Now you are going to either be burning in the midnight oil, or you're going to be just too tired to do it, or just rather go to sleep about it.
That's another thing. That's why I feel like if you're dealing with someone and then that person's always late, or like we set a time and you always have to wait for that person, you might want to reconsider, because think about living with that person down the road. It's like you will be constantly like waiting for that person.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
But I will say that what you said about women coming and thinking and getting distractions and taking distractions, I think that's also disrespectful. Like you're feeling like, oh, taking the trash out is more important than going to see this guy on time or something like that, or whatever else is going on.
Or it's just the brains, like they're trying to multitask, but by doing so, like they forget about the time.
I don't like it. Let's get it.
Or makeup, procrastination, basically.
Well, why not just start getting ready earlier?
Procrastination.
Okay. If you were on a first date, how long would you wait for a man who was late?
I wouldn't wait. If you're late, I would say if they're communicating with me, I give it 4 minutes.
I agree. Like if it's our first date, we said we're gonna meet up at 6:30, and you're going to be late. I expect you to text me.
Of course, but they can be late, but he can't be late.
No, they said communication is important. You can't just like not tell me and expect me to wait there for you for like half an hour. That's stupid. Like
how long do you think it's too late before you feel like, man, I'm about to go and get out of here on a date?
Like if I didn't receive any text message from you, it's a first date, right? I will probably send you a message and be like, hey, I'm here, where you at? Yeah. If you don't get back to me within like 15 minutes, I'm leaving.
15 minutes? That's gracious. Oh, so okay, but you got there exactly on time, and that makes more sense.
I'll text you and you don't get back to me within 15 minutes. I'd be like,
what if somebody did tell you, but they keep on being like, oh man, it's taking a little long, and it gets like 30 minutes. Too long?
Oh, he's like, oh, I'm stuck in traffic. It'll be 30 minutes.
I know, I'm stuck in traffic. It'll be like 5 more minutes or something. Next thing you know, 5 more minutes. Next thing you know, 30 minutes pass by. You're still there. Is it time to go?
No, I probably, since he's like on his way, I'll probably wait. But when he arrives, I expect him to give me a good explanation of what happened. Okay. Why did 5 minutes turn into 35 minutes?
Why is it often said that women are notoriously late?
because it takes fucking hours to
we have more
They
stuff
want
to
to do
do.
eyelashes,
We have more stuff to do. All they have to do is take a shower.
nails, hands. They want to wax that coochie before they get out. They want to do all
We
types
have
of shit.
guy's
way more
annoying.
shit to do. They don't have nothing to do besides
lying,
take
too.
a shower. Hair already cut. Throw an outfit on.
We're just always like, because we do so much when we're trying to get somewhere. Like when we're getting ready, we dance and sing, and it's like we haven't done anything.
Okay, I often hear the
That's an idiotic explanation. Next.
excuse to be fashionably late, right? Why is fashionably late a thing when women are capable of being on time for a job?
I don't think it's an excuse.
Why do modern women have more of a problem submitting to a husband than they do submitting to an employer?
What was the question?
In other words, why do women think they are free when they serve their employers, but slaves when they serve their husband and children?
Because the employers give us money. Our husbands give us headaches.
So men don't give you money, aren't the men providers?
They
How
are.
do you feel about that?
If she's married, wow. If I'm her husband, I'm watching this, I'll be mad. I'll be like,
Yeah.
wow, you just called me out in front of like.
Would
you
the
know?
husband be giving you money though if he's like helping pay the bills and all that kind of stuff?
It's not that relationship because I don't get attached to my employer. Like I might if I'm with a good company, you know, I want to do extra, but it's different. But I'm thinking more of like, okay, so here's the thing, like if I'm paying somebody like for example, if I'm working out at a gym, right? I feel like I can get away more with me being late versus if I'm the trainer working at a gym because I feel like I need to get there earlier.
Right.
So it's like, I guess it's like when you are working for your employer, you feel like you kind of like have to listen to them because they gave you orders and stuff, right? So you want to be on time. Versus when it's your husband or boyfriend, it's more like you're close to each other, so you can like kind of like negotiate, be like, hey, I'm gonna be running a bit late. I think it's all about communication. Like if you tell me you're gonna be late, I will be okay with it.
No, he's not talking about being late. He's talking about being submitting to your husband. I guess like being, versus you going out to a job and doing everything they say. Well, why wouldn't you,
Oh, I don't do everything my employer said. Like, if there's something that's unfair, I will call them out. I'll call them out. I was like, no, I'm not your slave. It's because I think being employed is also a double side like selection, right? So like, no.
Yeah, I don't know, but I guess they're thinking of maybe working at McDonald's or something like that, where this unskilled labor, we can get you out of here, have something new tomorrow. They're not thinking of like, oh, I went to school for this, and now I'm in the tech industry.
In that case, your employer probably knows better because they have the industry standard that you cannot sway or skew. So you have to follow that to the T, or else you're gonna get in trouble. Your employer's gonna get in trouble. Like for example, if they say you have to wear that, what do you call it? When you're cooking, yes, when you're cooking, it's because they don't want your hair to fall into the food, and then the customer can like sue the company or whatever. Like you have to listen to that. There's a reason to why they made that rule.
I mean, those are like reasonable reasons.
Exactly.
Yeah, but,
so that's why you should follow it.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's not really a good argument. Like why does a lady submit to their job versus to their husband? Like this obviously makes you money, and you're not trying to be broke. You're trying to help pay the bills and stuff around the house, aren't you? You know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? You don't get what I'm saying. Like, it's like why would you not do what your job says? Unless your job is, like you said, unfair and trash.
Right.
So like why not? But I don't know. But I do it on the same thing. I think that you should respect your husband at the same time. So I don't know.
Because I think the marriage is not like your husband makes rule and you listen.
Yeah.
The marriage is more like you negotiate and then find a middle ground where you both feel comfortable.
Right.
But that's not how a job works.
Right.
Right? Job is more like you go to a company, there's certain rules you gotta follow.
Yeah.
So it's
So it's like it is.
You can't negotiate the rules. The company says you gotta be here at 6 and you're like, I kinda wanna be here at 10.
Right. That's real. Let's get it.
But I know for sure I'm gonna get paid on the first 15. I don't know with him.
Okay, what's one thing you wish men understood better about women?
Catcalling, it's not appreciated. There's a difference from being creepy and then just trying to being charming. And complimenting. Catcalling is not.
You're racist. Do these ladies look alike to you?
The left two, they're twins.
No, they're not. She has a totally different nose. She has a fat bulb on the end of her nose, and then the lady in the middle doesn't really have it. They have a whole different look. She's taller than her too.
Twins can have different heights.
I guess. Still. They ain't twins. She got a different facial structure and everything.
But I think the one on the right is the best. I'm not this frank, but I think the one on the right is best looking so far out of all the ladies.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
She's closest to it.
What do you think about them saying catcalling is bad, but they're, the outfits they have?
What's catcalling? Oh, but ooh, like.
Yeah, ooh, hey, you look good.
They said that's no.
Yeah, they said they don't like that. Do you think their outfits are I want to be catcalled, or you think their outfits are like I just gonna cute?
So they want to be catcalled by like a guy that's like 9 or 10.
That's what
they
it
don't
is.
want to be catcalled by a guy that's like 3 or 4.
It's just a matter of who the guy is.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Let's get it.
Not complimenting.
What does the behavior of approaching a woman respectfully look like?
It looks like a man coming up to you and just giving you literally a normal compliment. Like your outfit. And also probably talking to you about yourself other than talking to you about your looks and what you look like.
Instead of being like, damn girl, that ass is fat, how about be like, wow, like you're a beautiful woman.
Makeup looks nice.
Yeah.
Something like that other than complimenting your physical.
If a man
They're still talking about physical. They literally said instead of complimenting, damn girl, you look good, and they said like you look beautiful. Like it's still your appearance. What you talking about? They're like instead of complimenting your look, compliment who you are. But you're still talking about a look. They're tripping.
Right.
They don't know what they're talking
They don't know
about.
what the hell they're saying. Let's get it.
a man gives you a compliment and a woman gives you a compliment, does it have different meaning to you if it's the exact same compliment?
Yes. If a woman gives it to me, then it means way more. If a man gives it to me,
I'm like, a compliment from a man means literally nothing, but a compliment from a woman means a lot.
I didn't know white girls wore fake eyelashes. I didn't know. That's interesting. She got on fake as hell eyelashes to the right. Middle got on fake as hell eyelashes. Left one on.
Do you know Asian girls wear that too?
I didn't know.
Like Asian girl wear fake eyelashes way before it was a thing. Like,
Yeah.
It's like you literally just put it on, you glue it on. Yeah. Now it's like people grow it, but like Asian girls like it more natural and stuff like.
Yeah.
You know.
Why are men able to grow their eyelashes better than women for some reason?
So annoying.
I don't understand.
So annoying.
Do y'all think that it's like a law of attraction again? It's like you want something so bad, it's like we're gonna take it away from you. Can you?
So that's why the male peacock look prettier like than the
Maybe so. Like we don't have problems growing our hair out. Like all these ladies who get the the wigs and weaves and stuff like that. We don't have problems with
You
eyelashes.
have long eyelashes. You do have
I know
long.
that. Yeah, I know that. You've told me that. Yeah. And it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know. Maybe it's like a patience thing too. Like I think a lot of women aren't as patient as men. Like especially when it comes to like gym stuff. Like all the women want to grow their booty, but they don't want to put the work in. They're kind of.
Do I put the work in?
You put the work in, but I'm saying.
But my booty is just like hers because of my gene. Like I'm so mad when I see a girl that barely works out and her booty's like, bow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I lift all the time and then I barely can keep the shape or else I'm
No,
like.
you have an athletic shape all the time. What do you mean?
No, when I was first born, I wasn't like this.
Well, yeah, but you put in the work, so now you have an athletic shape. And I think if you want to get to the next level, it's going to be we're going to have to do a whole lot of extra eating. You're doing the right work, and you got to do them sprints with me. Keep getting dusted.
Thank you, Coach.
Keep getting dusted on the track, so she doesn't want to come out. Dusted. Yeah.
You sound so proud of yourself.
Let's go.
So what advice would you give to a man who maybe wants to come up and say something nice without being perceived as creepy?
Approach a woman nicely, say, I just want to let you know you're beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, instead of just like, maybe you could, maybe
or
if she's into it, maybe if she's into it, stand there, wait a second. But if you could tell she's like, like then walk away.
Yeah, go into it like not thinking that you're gonna get something out of it. Yeah.
Okay, now I think the girl on the left looks the prettiest.
She does look the best.
Yeah, I think because her makeup is the least amount.
Yeah. The one on the right looks like a trash Edward Scissorhands sister.
It's because her lipstick is too much. It looks like
her lipstick is too much. Her cheeks are too much. She looks like Wednesday from Addams Family, and then her teeth are jacked up. That little thing on her nose is not hitting. It's just not. She's not an ugly lady, but she could do better. The one in the middle, basic. Look like you're out of shape and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah.
You don't have to crush
I had to give you a man's perspective.
Caveman's perspective.
A caveman's perspective. Let's get it.
Do women often find attractive men cute and romantic when an ugly one doing the exact same thing is creepy?
Honestly, yes. It's probably rude, but yes.
So then isn't it entirely subjective?
Yes.
So then, if so, why should a guy even bother trying to be?
Alright, y'all, so we're gonna end the video right there, man. We had a couple technical difficulties, but I think we got through a good little chunk of the video, man. Maybe we could do a part 2 later, who knows, but we're not going to do anything else on that one because it's already getting long as it is. If you agree with some of the points that Legend was saying, let us know. If you agree with our points, let us know. If you have your own separate points about this whole video, let us know as well. If you watched up to this point, thank you. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.